Okay. So the question is here, how to identify the control as a unique. So see here, in Tosca terminology, we have to call the elements as a controls. Okay. If you are working as a selenium, probably they may call it as a elements here. Okay. The terminology, it is vary from automation tool to automation tool. Okay. So this is a nothing but how to identify the controls as unique. So what exactly it means? See here, team. If you are automating any particular scenario using Tosca, okay, like a manual test case, what are the test case? It's given by a manual tester. Whenever we are trying to automate that in an automation tool, we just go with one by one. I mean, a step by step process. Okay. Whenever you are going with the step by step process, try to identify the controls as unique. Okay. So what exactly it means? Let me show you on a web application. So I'm just taking here the November batch. The website which I chosen here, this is a demo nopcommerce.com. Okay. Let us assume, team, I just want to perform a click operation on this image pop-up. What are the pop-up it is generating? If you want to perform a click operation on that, make sure we have to identify the controls as a unique. That thing is mandatory here. Okay. Let me show you how we do work in Tosca. So see here, Tim, this is completely a Tosca modular framework. Let me repeat. This is completely modular framework. Using this modular framework, we can do test automation, test management, test reporting part, and the DI integration testing. Okay. As of now, as per the testing point of view, we majorly concentrate these sections only: test case section, module section, and the execution section only. So whenever you come across the workflow, how we do workflow for all kind of testings, first we create the modules and then drag and drop that module to test case and then do final execution. This is the workflow. Okay. Right now, we are just started working with this module section, how to create a modules. The first point, how to create the module. Okay. To create a module, team, we make sure go to the module section and then do checkout. Right click on here, do checkout. As a multi-user, everyone has inbuilt a read permission. If you want to create any module, must you have to perform the checkout option. Do checkout and go to the respective folder. Again, do checkout. So which folder you want to create a module, just do select that and then do check it. These all are the folders I already created, team. That is the reason you are able to see. If you want to create a new folder, just create like this. Right click, create new folder, name it as NOP pipeline, and then which page you are trying to create the module. Okay. So this is our home page, right? Within the home page, I already added one page per home. Mm, just what I'm doing now, I'm just giving here gift cards. Okay, this page is belongs to gift cards. Okay. Now, just do right click here, scan the application. In Tosca, the one and only mechanism, if you want to create any module, just do right click, scan application. So before doing an application scanning, make sure to check two things in the backend. What are those things? One thing, check application is opened or not. Okay. Check application is opened or not. So let us assume this is your window. Go to the Chrome. The application is open here or not. Do cross check that. Yes, it is open. Now, at the same time, do cross check the extension is added or not. Yes, extension is added. These two things are very mandatory too. So, how to add this extension? If possible, I'll share you the link directly in a WhatsApp group. Click on that and add your Chrome extensions over here. Hmm. Now, come back to here, team. Go to the module, the scanning window. Here, what are the applications I already opened? You can see all applications here. Okay. As a tester, which project you are automating, select that project related application and then click on scan. If you do click on scan, what happens, you know? What are the structure it is hidden in the back end? That structure we call it as a DOM structure, document object model. What exactly this DOM structure, Anusha? Let me show you. Because team, even if you are working as a manual tester or these things not required. But if you are working as an automation tester, make sure at least you have an idea on these things. It's important. If you know how HTML behaves, then it is very easy for you to recognize the control in any automation. Okay. So see this example clearly. I'll just do the highlighting here. Team. So what are the stuff you are seeing in the right side? This is your web application. Is everyone able to see web application? What is the first one? Click me button. Team respond. What is the second one here? Text box. And what is this one?
Message.
Message. And this one is a message. So
Message.
whenever you open the web page, we can able to see this information only. We can see the buttons, text boxes, hyperlinks, somewhat images, text messages. We can able to see these things, right? How these things are visible in the UI, that is comes to the picture. How these all elements or these all controls visible in a web application. Because the front end developer is build the HTML code. Is everyone able to see here? The HTML code. So usually developer writes the HTML code like this. See here, once the developer written this HTML code, the same HTML code is arranged into a DOM structure. Everyone able to see this one as well? The tree structure model, HTML, header, the body, inside body button. Able to see the middle picture here? This is what we call it as a DOM structured. Clear? Everyone? Okay. So if you are saying this particular DOM structure in a backend, okay, in a backend. So here, Anusha, this is an image. Oh, yes, at least we understand something here. But how to check the DOM structure in your application? It's very simple thing. Select any one control here. Just do right click. Here you can see one option like a inspect. Click on inspect here. Whenever you do click on inspect, everyone able to see the DOM structure, document type HTML. It is a DOM structure. Everyone able to see the expansion arrows,
Yes.
HTMLs, div tags, main tags. See here, everything you can see here. So this is a text message which is stating like online Shopping is process, consume, or go through the purchase product service over the internet. You can edit this admin site. Something is visible here, right? So whenever you do inspection of any control, you can see entire HTML down structure. But basically, we do manually this inspection for other automation tools, still not a Tosca. Other automation tools, not Tosca. Okay. So why Anusha? Here you can see whenever you do a scan, it automatically load the entire elements here or entire controls here. Is everyone able to see these controls? Okay. So see here, and what are the controls here visible in the web page? Only those controls are loaded. You can able to see initially those controls here. But the thing is, so here we have an option filtered items. This is in the starting level. If you hide these filtered items up to all, is everyone able to see the DOM structure? HTML, body, div tags, and here it is a hyperlink, drop down, list items. Everyone able to see that? So the
Yes.
thing is, team, whenever you do a scan of the one particular application, it automatically load the entire HTML document along with all properties. Okay. Now let me show you how to identify the control as unique. So see here team, I just selected here register related checkbox. Whenever I selected register related checkbox, the bottom of the screen, is everyone able to see? It is stating the selected item as unique. Is anyone there who are working in a Selenium here? Team?
Yes.
Okay. So to identify this one as a unique, what actions you can do in a Selenium? Amal?
ID or path.
Basically, you can do inspection on the web page, then you identify with the access path or CSS path, right?
Correct. Yes.
So here in Tosca team, that much of complication is not there. Okay, it's very simple. It's very simple. Just do the scan and select which control you want. Once you select the control, automatically you can see here message the selected item is unique. Okay, Anusha, it's good. It is telling like the selected item is unique. So here my question is which basis it is a unique? Which basis? If you see the right side, so which section it is here? Identify by identify by
Properties.
properties. Okay. Identify by properties, you can see three subcategories here: representation, technical, and transition. If you go to the representational level, is any checkbox is selected here? If you see this checkbox, is any one of the checkbox is selected or not selected?
None.
Oh.
Not selected. Let us come back to technical. Is anything is selected here?
Tag.
Two.
Two things are selected. One is that inner text and a tag. So what happened? Tosca automatically selected these technical properties to make this register as a unique. Understanding? Based on this inner text and tag only, this selected item is unique. So the unique control, how these controls are unique, that point is clear.
Yes.
Yes, Anusha. So by default, what are the things which makes unique should be checked out, check in. That's what are you trying to say, Anusha?
If you select any control related checkbox, okay, automatically it is a unique property,
Okay.
which bases it in unique. So, are you selected these properties? No,
No.
I'm not selected manually, right?
Yes. Yes.
These are selected automatically. So,
Okay.
Tosca itself, it is selected a one or two technical properties to make the selected item as a unique. Understand?
Yes, Anusha. Got it.
Okay. Tosca itself, we are not selecting these technical properties manually. Whenever you do select one particular control in this list, for example, I'm just selecting here the forum. Once I selected here, so here you can see this one is unique. So here in the right side, properties pane, two technical properties are selected. One is ID is selected, tag is selected. So how I come to the conclusion this is a unique, because in the bottom of the screen you can see the selected item as unique. That is the one of the indication thing. And another indication to recognize the unique control, there is no color representation for this particular row. If there is no color, that means that is a unique property. So let me show you. If I show you one not unique control, that is easy for you. Yes. So see here, team, I'm just downing these filtered items. Are you guys able to see totally how many controls I selected?
Four.
Four
Four.
controls I selected. Out of four controls, how many are unique here?
Three.
Three unique, one non-unique.
Three is unique, one is not unique. See here, for unique controls, you are not able to see any color representation here. There is no color representation. But if any one of the control is not unique, definitely you can see the color representation. What is the color of the control? It's been, what
Yellow.
is the color you are guys able to see?
Yellow.
Yellow color. Okay. See, if something is replicated into this particular color team, seems that is not a unique control. If any control is not unique, then here comes to the picture. Okay. So first of all, understand these things, team, because in real time, if you create a module in a proper manner, so you can avoid a lot of errors at the time of execution. Even the lot of challenges in interviews also, and even real time also, most of the people they face a lot of challenges in the identification mechanism only. So please be understand very clearly. So how to identify the control? So first point is here, scan the application. So where exactly we are scanning this application? Module, and inside module, which one team we just choose? Module folder. These two things are the first option. We did this option. Once you scan the application, it is navigated to X scan window. What exactly we done here? We just done one thing, select the application window, then scan. Whenever you use scan mechanism, what happened? So the scan window loaded entire HTML DOM structure. Okay. So here it is loaded the entire HTML DOM structure. Here team, they are very simple. Select the control related checkbox. So once you select control related checkbox, then what is happening here? two categories here. The one is unique control, another one is not unique. Okay. So here by default, Tosca itself, by default, Tosca itself make the control as a unique. So which property it is using?
Identify
Technical properties. What are those properties? Technical properties. This is the positive scenario team. Whenever you do select, it automatically make the control. So this is the positive thing. So the another category is here not unique control. If any control is not unique, then check all possible ways to make a control as a unique. So here right now we are discussing this particular part. Okay, this particular part. So the above case, if control is unique, then you don't need to spend much time here. Okay, but control is not unique, then the identification mechanism is comes to the picture. What situation it is comes to the picture when the control is not
unique.
clear this point.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Now here, so both the cases, understand two things. If control is unique, control is not unique. So the both the cases, you have to cross check one thing. The selected technical properties or stable or not. Stable or dynamic. So why I'm checking this point, team? So here, if control properties, let us assume, okay, if control properties are dynamic, make sure to add a stable properties. So here, Tim, this is one of the interview question. The point is here, today you created module. As per today's scan, it is showing the selected items are unique. So if you are a beginner, just think this Tosca automation learning session into an experience point of view. Don't think into a beginner point of, okay. In this experience point of view, team, understand if any control is not unique or unique. What are the case, unique or not unique? As an experienced person, you have to check what technical properties added. That added technical properties are stable or dynamic. Make sure to cross check this particular point. So let us coming to the control properties or dynamic. If control properties are dynamic, so make sure to add the stable properties. If you use this stable properties concept, you can avoid a lot of errors here itself only. Understanding? You can avoid execution or compiler or debugging errors here only. Debugging errors here only. And coming to an interview's point of view, what questions they ask. So if control properties, okay, how to make the control as unique? If control properties are changing dynamically. So we can form another way also. If control properties are changing dynamically, how to make, how to add these stable properties to the control. So correct me if any one of Selenium people walking, did you face this kind of interview question? Even the same challenge you may get in Selenium as well, right? So not only Tosca. Okay. If you are working as an automation tester, whatever the application, automation tool, so this concept is very common. Okay. So what control properties were? Control properties is nothing but team ID or class name or inner text or tag or XPath or any CSS path to you see what are the control properties you are adding. Make sure those should be stable. If control properties are changing dynamically, then what is the use of scanning, right? As a beginner level, you may not understand these points, but as an experienced point of view, make sure to understand these points very, very clearly. Okay. So here, if control properties are changing dynamically, then how to add a stable properties to the control? So why these control properties will change dynamically, team? So here, two things. If you are creating a module today, okay, two things. If you don't know how to recognize the dynamic properties or dynamic stable properties, so I'll show you this example right away. At the time of scanning, maybe the control is unique. At the time of scanning, control is unique only. So here, maybe today it is working perfectly fine. So you just come tomorrow and you are trying to run the test case. Whenever you are running the test case, it is telling like the control is not visible or control is not found. Using following properties. See, as per your understanding, at the time of scanning, control is unique only, but at the time of execution, that is not a recognizable. Then that time it will throw this error. Let me show you right away here. I'm just hiding these filtered items up to all team. Just keep here. Mm. I'm just selecting this hyperlink. Okay. So see here team, I'm just owning these filters. So here you can see the demo, one thing is not unique. What I'm doing now in the right side, you can see if any control is not unique, the Tosca team, they provided unique button here. You don't need to spend much time, but just hit the click operation on unique button. Once you hit the click operation on unique button, team, it is added URL here. Okay. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm just saving this module. Just finish this window. Go to Tosca. Seems here one module is created. Okay. Within this module team, we do have these controls. Just go to your project and go to your test case section and do checkout. Initially, we don't have edit permissions. Do checkout, create one test case. Click on image. Okay. Now, let's make this test case section as a separate window. If you want to make a separate window, just do right click on the test case section. Just click on this plus icon. It will add into separate window. Now drag and drop. Select the module, drag little bit down. Just at the time of dragging, you can able to see that stop icon, but don't stop. Just go to exactly on your test case and then drop here. Now I just want to perform a click operation here. Understanding at the time of scanning, this control is unique. I just use the make unique button. Seems based on that, it is a unique property. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just asking Tosca to perform a click operation on this control. So here that control itself, it is already opened in my system. The backend, that application itself, it is already open. So it is taking a longer time. Just wait or 2 more minutes. Definitely it's given error message, but meanwhile we'll discuss some points here. So see here, team, at the time of scanning, the control is unique property or not unique property. If you come to the scanning analysis, let us understand here the analysis of the scan. If you come to the analysis, we just scan the control. So here, Tim, tell me the selected control is unique or not?
Yeah, it is unique.
The selected control is unique. So if you are a beginner, so as a beginners, what mistakes they do oftenly or frequently they know, if control is unique, directly they save the module. They just save the module. And once they build the test case, whenever they are trying to debug the test case, that time it's given error. What errors? The control is not visible. See, here the lot of confusion the most of the people they face. Basically, at the time of module creation, it is unique. But whenever we come across the test case section, the debugging mode itself, it is giving an error. Why these errors are triggered? Why, team? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Anusha. Not sure, Anusha, why we will
The
get.
data might be
Control might be
obsolete. The
dynamic.
data might be obsolete, or
So the thing is, what are the technical properties we added? Those are changing dynamically. Dynamically changing means at the time of scanning, what property it is added at the time of execution, probably Tosca not able to identify those properties. Seems that control properties are changed in the back end. Understand? Let me show you here. I'm just pausing this execution. Wait a minute. Let us assume, Tim, I'll just give an example here, okay? So this is what image control. Image is nothing but it is a link. Okay, I just scanned one link. At the time of scanning, here the tag of the link is equal to a tag. This is common. And here some URL is added. In this URL, Tim, what properties here it is added? HTTPS colon something NOP something is there, and then something Apple, some numbering is there. Okay, this is the properties we just added. Just scanned module. It's already scanned and seems this control is unique. Okay. So, but at the time of execution, Tosca not able to find the link with these properties. Here, what errors it will throw? Control not found using below properties. Whenever you check this error category team, so you understand this control is not visible in the web page. Why this control is not visible? Let us comes to the conclusion. Why this control is not visible in the web page? Maybe these properties are changed. Let us assume here something is changed here. Some numbering is added. Now tell me, at the time of scanning the properties, at the time of execution level properties, both are same or different? Both are
Both should,
same, different.
both should be same only, right, Anusha?
No, here you can see
Different.
what is the here.
Okay, okay.
Things are same.
Oh, no.
Do cross check every time value. Don't look into the tag and URL. These things are stable only. Okay. But the
Okay.
thing is, what are the values here we added? Those things will change dynamically. Understand?
Yeah. Okay.
So now,
Understood.
if you check these areas clearly, so which thing is stable and which thing is dynamically uh, dynamic one? See, understand these points very clearly in experience point of view. You just created one module, but what are the properties you just added? Seems it is a unique only. But coming to here, at the time of execution, the test case execution, the below concept is here debugging. Debugging is nothing but you are just running test case. Whenever you run the test case, that time it's giving an error. What is the error category? Control not found using below properties. So if you check these properties, you can see the properties which you created in the module only. Let me show you with this example. I'm just adding a browser parameter. Go to test configuration tab, click on browser, and the browser value is equal to here Chrome. Now come back to here, right click on here, run. So Scratchbook run is nothing but we are just debugging the test case. So the click operation is performed successfully, team. Everyone able to see that? Is click operation is performed? Yes. Okay. So here you can see the execution flow. What is the status of this test case? The green color tick mark. The green color tick mark means it is successfully executed. So what I'm doing now, I'm just refreshing this web page. Just do refresh. Now come back to here. Try to run the same script again. You can see my cursor movement that is there in the left side. Still it is performing a click operation, correct? Is everyone able to see the mouse movement? It is going somewhere and then it is performing a click operation.
Yes.
Some properties it changed dynamically. Let me give a try. So here team, which page you scan module, make sure to open the same page and try to run the script. Still it is working. I think I should scan the image here. So here it is working perfectly fine. Probably if you run the script tomorrow, it may give an error message to you. Let me do one thing. I'll just rescan this window. I'm just rescanning this window because the script is working. I just want to show you this case, what case we just discussed now. At the time of scanning, it is unique. At the time of execution, it has to give an error. This case, I'll just scan, I'm just rescanning the window and I'll try to add two more controls to the scanning window. Okay. This is the scanning window team. It is loading perfectly fine. This is the main page. The rescanning window, it takes a much time. But what are the concept right now I explained to you? I just want to explain one more time this process. Okay. So this rescanning window, it takes a longer time to compare to the expected time. So better we can create a new module. Let me close this one. Searching for the module. So here you can see the status of your activity in the left side bottom of the screen. We can say this is your status bar. Okay. Let me do right click task manager. The window is finished. Team rescan is finished. Let me create a new module instead of rescanning. Select this window and then click on scan here. Now use here select on screen team. I'm just using click operation and select on screen. This one I just selected. So see here, seems this image itself, it is not a unique control. Just select this image, make unique. Yes. Then save this module. See here, team, what technical properties here it is selected. You can check these technical properties here. The tag is selected. If you go a little bit up here, the picture is selected. Here, some picture related stuff is also added. Okay. I'm just keeping as it is. I'm just closing this one. Then finish this screen. Now here, let me do refresh of this page. So at the time of creation of this module, tell me the point, the selected item is unique in this module. Yes, this image itself, it is a unique property. Okay. Now what I'm doing, drag and drop here and then perform a click operation here. Open curly braces and then click and close curly braces. Run in Scratchbook. The click operation is performed successfully. So let me do one thing. See, sometimes these properties itself, it might change dynamically. Okay.
So Anisha, I mean, what makes them to change in the properties? Like, for
Yes.
instance, is it a human intervention or is it by default?
Not a human intervention. So if the main cause, if the control properties are changing dynamically, okay, the main big three reasons I'll mention here, okay? How to make a control as unique. How to make a control as a unique. If you want to make the control as unique, make sure to check these accents. What are those? The first one is check technical properties values. Okay. So what things you have to check? If any numeric combination are there, okay, if any numeric combination.
Mhm.
So most of the chances we have, it will change dynamically. Will change dynamically. If you have any numeric combinations within the script, yes, it changed dynamically. That is the first thing. The second one is here. Lengthy text. Okay. So if class name, what are the technical properties here? You have to cross check either ID or class name or inner text. Okay. In inner text or URL. If something Tim in this categories, if something is the length of the text is very huge, then we may have chances to we may have changes, it will change dynamically. The one thing you have to cross check the values having any numerics. Because if any numerics there, it will change dynamically. So the next length of the string. Next one is the value which holding a Boolean values, like either true or false. So if any control is identified using these Boolean values, either true or false, we may have chances it will change dynamically. So why I make sure these things are dynamically changed element? Because if you go to the module section, if you check this particular image itself only, Tim, in the right side properties, are you guys able to see the tag is table only? The tag is table only. If you come across the picture, if you expand this picture value, Tim, the URL itself, do you have a numeric numbers here?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Banner hyphen underscore one. So if whenever you have such a kind of numerics, it will change dynamically. Even the above image also you can see this is a URL. Okay. Here you can see in the URL itself, do we have any proper naming conversion here? So some 16 GB, 128 GB is added. But if something is changed here, that means if developer made any changes here, it will change dynamically, right? Just think about the test case development in a future point of view, not for the right. Because what are the scenarios you develop today? Probably we do run in a regression cycles, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like that you are developing today, that means you are completed testing. Once you done the test case development, that finally we do run all test cases together. Correct.
Yes, yes.
So the thing is here, team, at the time of scanning, if any control is having a combination of alphanumerics or combination of a lengthy characters or any kind of Boolean values, yes, we have a lot of possibilities. It will change dynamically in real time. In a future. Clear?
Yeah, Anisha.
Team, understand everyone?
Yes, Anush.
Yes, doctor.
So here you may ask one more point also. Anusha, is it required to check this dynamic property, the points for unique controls? Can we do check for unique controls also? Tell me.
Yes, yes, Anisha. Properties. Yeah.
Yes, you have to check these properties for unique controls also. Not only not unique controls, make sure to check for unique controls also. Understand everyone. This is the basic thumb rule. This is a basic thumb rule. So here, let me create a module again. Just go back to the scanning. It's already open, Tim. You don't need to wait much. Here you can see. See, whenever you are trying to interact with the web application, Tim, it obviously, see here, this is the text message. So do we have a chances it will change dynamically, the name of the text? Somewhat, not completely, because this is a configurations which is related to Samsung Galaxy phone, correct? See, just think about in the scanning window point of view, the page is still, it is loading. It is scanning the Tosca new tab. Tosca application, it is scanning directly. Wait. So team, let me ignore this point. So everyone, the points is clear. What are the points I discussed before explaining the identification mechanism?
Yes, Anisha.
So the first point is here, if you're working as a automation tester using Tricentis Tosca, and even if you are learning here, make sure to understand these points in a experience point of view, not a beginner point of view. Okay. The points what I explained to you right now. See here. So here, how to scan the module. If you want to create any module, so go to the module section and then do a scan. Once you do scan, it will load auto DOM structure. It is our understanding. Okay, what is DOM, what is XScan. So this is somewhat the page itself, it is loading. So then next we have to concentrate majorly in a identification mechanism. So once you select the related checkbox, it automatically make the unique, or sometimes it is a unique. So here, even if it is unique or not unique, what things we have to check? The selected technical properties or dynamic or stable. Must you have to check these particular points. This is a very, very important thing. So how to check, Anusha? Because these properties, it will change dynamically. I just mentioned some use case here. At the time of scanning, seems it is unique, but at the time of execution, probably you may get error. If you want to avoid such a kind of execution errors or debugging errors, make sure to make the controls as a unique at the same time with the stable properties. Am I clear? Just theoretical point of view, team. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Just go through this example today. Try to create one module and make sure that is unique. Which properties it is added. Just go through a basic interaction. Tomorrow I'll explain completely in depth on this identification mechanism. Okay. Everyone clear?
Yeah.
Yes. Just do a practice. We'll connect tomorrow, same time. Have a nice day, all.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. Bye bye.
Thank you, Anusha.